Hey Justin, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a chemist. How about you? What do you want to be?
I want to be a chemical engineer.
What is the difference?
Well, they work close together, but chemists usually work on chemical reactions in a lab and on a small scale. They try to determine the important properties of the reaction to make the products. And chemical engineers work on the same reactions, but in the plant and on a large scale. They try to make the products in large quantities and safely.
Oh, so that's the difference.
Yup. But do you want to know the most important difference between chemists and chemical engineers?
Yes. What is the most important difference between chemists and chemical engineers?
Well, chemical engineers are better looking.
Really? Well, I want to be a chemical engineer also.
Nah, I think you look more like a chemist.
Hey!
I'm just joking. Wow, it looks like it's going to start raining. We better go inside before we get wet. So, Awa, the atomic number tells you how many protons and electrons are in an atom? Is that right?
That's right, Gerald.
Well, what about the neutrons?
The neutrons don't always match the atomic number. In this lesson, we are going to go over the lithium atom. Lithium is number 3 on the periodic table. It has 3 protons and 3 electrons, but it has 4 neutrons.
But before we talk about lithium, let's review the hydrogen atom and the helium atom. Orbital, where are you?
I'm coming. Give me a moment.
There you are. Can you show us the hydrogen atom again?
Of course I can. This is the hydrogen atom.
And as you can see, hydrogen has 1 proton and 1 electron.
That's why hydrogen is number 1 on the periodic table.
And if you look at the periodic table for hydrogen, it has the number 1 on it. This number is called the atomic number.
Orbital, can you show us the helium atom now?
Why, certainly. This is the helium atom. It has 2 protons, 2 electrons, and 2 neutrons.
That is why it is the second atom on the periodic table, because it has 2 of each.
And if you look on the periodic table for helium, it has the atomic number of 2.
Remember that the red circle represents the s orbital. S orbitals are round and spherical, and both electrons are in this orbital. We have a special name for this orbital. We will call it the 1s orbital, since it is the first s orbital.
You must remember that the maximum number of electrons that can go into an orbital is 2. This is very important to remember because lithium has 3 electrons.
I want everyone to know that I am putting numbers next to the protons and neutrons so that my nose does not get too big. My face will start to get cluttered if I try to put all those protons and neutrons in my face.
Orbital, show us the lithium atom now.
This is the lithium atom. It has 3 protons and 3 electrons, and you must notice that it has 4 neutrons.
Lithium is number 3 on the periodic table because it has 3 protons and 3 electrons. And all of the atoms on the periodic table follow this trend. The number of protons and the number of electrons will always match the atomic number.
Remember that I told you that the number of neutrons does not always match the atomic number. Hydrogen and lithium are examples that show this.
That's a shame, because if the neutrons match the atomic number, then it would be so easy to remember. We could say that the atomic number tells you how many protons, electrons, and neutrons are in an atom.
Well, it's still easy to remember. The atomic number tells you how many protons and electrons are in an atom. You just have to remember that the number of neutrons can be different from the atomic number.
It is really easy to remember. The first atom has 1 proton and 1 electron. The second atom has 2 protons and 2 electrons. The third atom has 3 protons and 3 electrons, and so on.
Did you notice something else about lithium? Look at the third electron.
Yes, I did. The third electron is on another orbital, a new orbital that was formed because the maximum number of electrons that can be in an orbital is 2.
That's right. A new orbital is formed, and it is another s orbital. And notice that it is a bigger s orbital. What do you think we should call this new s orbital?
Well, the first s orbital is called the 1s orbital, so the second s orbital must be called the 2s orbital.
That's absolutely right.
Now you know the structure of the lithium atom. It has 3 protons, 3 electrons, and 4 neutrons. It has the 1s orbital with 2 electrons, and it has the 2s orbital with 1 electron.
Hey guys, I'm here to get my lithium earrings.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot about you. Here they are.
Go ahead and try them on.
How do they look on me, guys?
They look really good on you, and I'm really jealous.
Wow, thanks guys. These earrings are a much better gift than the hydrogen balloon.
Hey Corona, I noticed that it started raining outside. You should go home before it starts raining too hard.
I did notice some clouds. You're right. I better leave before it starts raining.
Bye Corona. Enjoy your new earrings.
Bye, Corona.
Did you guys think that you should have told Corona that lithium explodes and catches on fire when it gets wet?
Well, he did say he wanted to learn chemistry.
And the earrings did look good on him.
You guys are bad.
Those guys are really good to me. These are some really nice earrings. Ouch! Damn.
And now you all know that lithium will explode and catch on fire when it comes in contact with water.
In our next lesson, we will go over the beryllium atom. See you later.
So long.
Bye!
Well, this is our new baby brother, Jacob.
I know where he came from, but how did they make him?
If you ask Mom, she will say it was the chemistry between her and Dad.
Isn't chemistry wonderful?